Welcome. Learn to use the Gogo Dash Activations app to associate customers and equipment to an aircraft and complete the service activations process. Navigate to dash.gogoair.com. Upon login, you'll see tiles representing the applications that are available to you. It might be only one or two, depending on your role. Note the Dash logo in the upper left corner. This is a button available on every screen of all the apps, and it will bring you back to this page. Click Activations to begin. On the Activations homepage, you'll see all the aircraft on your test account with associated information. The Status tab will indicate the activation phase for each aircraft, and the SSA Status tab shows you the progress of the Subscriber Services Agreement process with the end customer. You can sort each column, filter results, or simply search for a tail number. Click Start New Activation to begin the process of activating services for the equipment installed on your new aircraft. Search by tail number, or use the link to switch to searching by make, model, and serial number. Upon finding the aircraft, click Confirm Aircraft. You will then be able to view the equipment screen. If the aircraft registration does not populate, which is typical for new factory aircraft, the Report New Aircraft dialog will appear, allowing you to associate a new tail number with your aircraft by make, model, and serial number. To add equipment, type the serial number of the equipment you're going to add and click Add Equipment. The equipment you selected will now populate the Added Equipment section. Note red text informing you of additional required equipment. For example, the Avance L5 LRU requires that you also add an ACM. For 5G services, click Add Equipment to add the X3. If adding the X3, an MB13 antenna package is also required. Repeat the process with equipment serial numbers. Use the Add Non-Gogo SBB button and follow the same process if you're adding non-Gogo Swift broadband equipment. When you add non-Gogo SBB equipment, you'll be prompted to enter equipment model and serial numbers for the SBB equipment and associated antennas. Check the MS-ISDN channel report for accuracy. Click Add to Activation when you're finished. This will bring you back to the Add Equipment screen. When you have finished adding equipment, click Confirm Equipment. Now you'll see the install summary where you can double-check the aircraft and equipment to make sure everything is in order. Provide contact information for the installer. It's important to provide an installer who will be responsive so that Gogo can keep the activation moving along if there are any questions. Select the expected delivery date and add any messages for the Gogo Activations team. Be sure to include a phone number in the Message for Gogo Activations team field. When everything is ready, click Request Activation. You'll return to the home screen where you can see the activation status of the aircraft. Note that it now shows Pending Activation. Once the activation has been submitted, Gogo's goal is to process your request within 24 business hours, that is, 3 business days. If you submitted your request during business hours, turnaround often occurs the same day. These requests are not handled at night or on weekends. After you receive an email notifying you that the aircraft has been activated for test, return to Dash Activations and search for the tail. You'll see the status for the parts on that aircraft is marked Activated for Test. Your team can now test the installation in preparation for delivery. After you have completed testing and you're ready to transfer services to the end customer, click the aircraft's tail number to review a summary of its status in the installation dashboard. Click Update Install Details if you need to edit contact information for you, the OEM installer. Make any needed changes and click Update. If you wish to change the tail number at this point, click Update Tail Number and follow the prompts to change the tail number. You may change the tail number multiple times, but you must wait 24 hours between each change. It is important to update the tail number before you deliver the aircraft. When you're ready, click Ready to Deliver, and then click Confirm. You will now be asked to provide customer information. This is very important as it directly impacts Gogo's ability to begin the Subscriber Services Agreement, or SSA, process with the customer. Fill in the contact information for the person who will be responsible for signing the SSA. All fields are required. When you are finished, click Confirm Ready to Deliver. You'll land on a status page showing a summary of all the information you've entered. Your final step is to select a delivery date using the calendar drop-down. Please note that the aircraft and applicable services will remain on your test account up to and including the delivery date you select. Click Deliver Aircraft to complete the process. If you need to adjust the delivery date after activating for test but before transferring the aircraft to the customer, you can return to this screen to change the date. Again, click Deliver Aircraft to complete the process. Gogo will be informed that the new equipment has been activated on the aircraft and will follow up with the customer to get the SSA completed. No further action on your part is necessary to transfer billing from you to the end customer. You'll now see that the equipment and aircraft are marked Delivered on the fleet screen. You're finished with the activations process for this completely new installation.